Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
it's a winning Wednesday.
Winning Wednesday. It's the,
Yes.
it's the Wednesday after good eatings.
Oof. And the Wednesday after Giving Tuesday, I work in the nonprofit
Ooh,
sector. I was
ooh,
out there begging. I was begging yesterday.
Giving Tuesday.
It's
Facts.
not too late. Go to my pages on social media. You can find the links to donate.
That's right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Hustle and Shine podcast. It's your girl, Mel V.
And it's me, Tiffany Matthias, the one true Phoenix.
Thank y'all for tuning in and joining us for another episode of the Hustle and Shine podcast. How's your weekend, Tiff? How's your week been?
It was good. It was good. We coming off of Thanksgiving and now we're into like the mad dash to the end of the year. I finally actually like just before we hopped on, I was like, Jay, this pan of food, it's almost a week old. It can go in the garbage. We're
Yeah,
not gonna
no,
eat it.
seriously.
I
That's
think
how.
at this point in time, if we ate it, we'd be in the toilet until next week anyway. But yeah.
Nah, that's how I felt yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm sick of everything. I don't want no turkey. I don't want no yams. I don't want no greens. No, just give me something totally different. Like I was like,
Hmm.
I want some fish, something. I don't want, and I want to be left field for Thanksgiving right now. I don't want it. I'm over it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of like food drunk. Like I don't even know like what I want to eat. The other day I was just like, I really think I just want a chopped cheese sandwich like right now because I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, how was your weekend? How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good. It was pretty chill. I didn't host Thanksgiving this year. A lot of people were very upset by that, but I was like, sorry guys, I gotta stay with your family. I'm not cooking. So I was very pleased. I had to make my four little dishes for six people. It was great. I was like, this is
Hmm.
Thanksgiving for me should be like this every year, not the normal
Okay.
cooking for 30 people because I. Mm-mm. So it was
Mm.
good. And then it went right after that. It just went right back into chaos and busy. This is like busy season. I'm like I have events every weekend,
Hmm.
starting the middle of November all the way through January.
That
So
sounds like good problems to me though. So we gonna take those gigs.
yeah, it's a good problem. It's tiring because there's no break because it's like you come off of an event and then you prepping for the next one. There's no downtime, so it's just constant. So,
Hmm.
but listen, like you said, I'm grateful because there could be nothing on the books. So, so
Yeah.
and more requests keep coming in. So, but I'm grateful for it. Grateful for it.
Mhm. Oh, and I just want to point out before the people hop in the comments and they start like, "Where's Queen Pen? Where's Tima at?" Tima is at work. She apologizes for not being here this evening. She may hop in the comments if her work related event is over, but Queen Pen is good. It's just that that 9 to 5 sometimes can be a 9 to 9 some days.
Right. Listen, you gotta go. You gotta stay where the coins is. So we'll miss her, but
Hmm.
back. We'll carry on for her.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for us. So as y'all know, we used to we have our sip and shine, but every now and again we switch it up from our sip and shine, and we like to give y'all a little sober moment. A little sober moment.
Hmm.
Where you might be offended by some
So
of the things we say, but so Tiff, what's our
okay.
sober moment for today?
All right. So we have two. We
Okay.
have two. And seeing as we're coming out of Thanksgiving, both of these apply. All right. So the first one we are going to be talking about is it okay to bring your own Tupperware or to go plates to the family function? Empty. All right. So I'm scrolling social media. Here we are, today's topic, scroll responsibly. So I'm scrolling social media and I came across a video where this mother was recording the fact that her grown daughter, she's probably in her early 20s or so, first apartment, whatever it is, came to the family function straight from Target with a like 18-piece Tupperware set, like fresh out the box, 18 pieces, different containers, and proceeded to fill up each and every one of those containers. And the mother was like, where they do that at? And so that's what my question is. Is it okay to bring your own empty Tupperware to the function? And how many is too many?
I mean, okay. So as someone that typically will host, I'm okay with bringing Tupperware because I'm gonna be honest. I don't want all that food left at my house. Now, 16 piece. Like, did you contribute to any of the culinary delights that you were partaking in? Like, you just showed up and was like, you just about to have food for the week. Like, that's how many people are in your household that you need 16 to go. Like, what's okay, maybe she's one of those people that don't like their food to touch. You know, there's people that really be like, I don't want the collard green juice to touch my yams, and I don't. So maybe she's one of those. So she just needed a container to keep everything separate. I'm gonna try to be an advocate for her a little bit because that's a lot. But I mean, I feel like if it's your family Thanksgiving or a place that you've gone to like every year, and you know that every year you got to figure out you trying to fit all the food on a plate, wrap it in foil. So this year you like, listen, I'm about to bring my container because I know that I'm gonna have food to go. Then that's understandable. But if it's like your first time at somebody's house, let's not do that. And even at your family, if you got a big family, like, be considerate so everybody can take it to go container.
Yeah. It's very well possible that she might have a little bit of what you were talking about, like the greens can't touch the other things, because she definitely had like a little tiny one that had like some gravy or the cranberry sauce in it. She just need to stack all of the Tupperware right back into the same box that it came out of. That was the other thing. She's like,
I mean, like I said, maybe there was a method to her madness.
There was definitely a method there. The other thing is, as a mom who has adult children, they actually consider my pantry and my kitchen the supermarket. So my kids have shown up at my house and be like, oh, and taken the groceries from my, like, the Stop and Shop is by your house too, right? So it's,
I mean,
there's limits, and you know what? I don't think Mama really cared. I think she just thought it was so funny that baby girl had her own box of Tupperware.
I feel like this is devil's advocate. I feel like she showed up last year.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole bunch of food left over, and she didn't have nothing. And she was like, "Dang it! I wish I had something I could take this food home with." And so this year she was like, "Y'all not about to catch me slipping.
Yeah,
I'm about to get a little." So
But there are people who show up to the family functions and they contributed like the icing plates, and then they want to go home with the go plates. So, and that's where I have to be like, put it back. You get one. You get one. And I don't want to hear nothing about you taking a plate home for Billy and JoJo and whoever else it is. If they didn't come for a legit reason, like they had to work or something else, if they just opted not to come, then they opted not to get any of the food. But that's it. That's my 2 cents on that one.
Touche. I'm agree with that. Yeah. So moral of the story is just be mindful. Like, yeah, okay, if you're gonna bring, let me give you my secret. If you're gonna bring Tupperware, you gotta be slick like me. Right. So I was invited to my friend's house for Thanksgiving, and I asked her, could I make anything? So she had gave me a little stuff she wanted me to make. So inadvertently, one of the items that I brought it in my Tupperware. So once
I see where you going.
So I brought it in my Tupperware, and then once I got there, they had to take it out and put it in a nice dish or bowl to serve on the table. Now I gotta wash out my Tupperware. Now my Tupperware is empty. So now it's like, oh, let me, so it just,
You're maniacal. I can't stand you.
And so I had a like dessert container, but I left it in the car. So when they was like, all right, take what I want, then I just went to the car and got my other container. So I ain't like come inside with my empty containers in the beginning. You just had to like,
you demonstrated some proof in class with it.
Right. You gotta just have a little class with it, if you coming over, just throw some green beans or something in your Tupperware, bring it over, little Jello,
All
some
right.
I don't know, just even if don't nobody eat it, you just gotta bring it to show face that you didn't come empty handed. And all right, don't listen to me, y'all.
Okay, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. All right. I said I had two. And this one piggybacks off of the other. And we're going to talk about the diaspora wars when it comes down to cooking. And coming off of Thanksgiving, we're going to talk about the battle for the mac and cheese. Who makes the best mac and cheese? And I'm going to tell you, it is Southern Americans who make the best mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Southern, listen, Mel and I were discussing this. Um, there has to be a certain amount of cheese. It's a formula, like a mathematical equation. It's got to be a specific type of noodle, a certain amount of cheese. You got to use the right spices and season it, not just salt and pepper. And it's got to be made with love. And Mel, tell the people what you said the mac and cheese has to do when it's being made.
If when you making your mac and cheese, if your mac and cheese is quiet, like it don't talk back to you like Rice Krispie treats. You know how you pour the milk on the Rice Krispie, it talk to you. If your mac and cheese don't talk to you while you stirring it, something wrong with your mac. It's supposed to talk back to you. You gotta be like, it gotta like that's how your mac and cheese gotta sound. If it don't talk back to you, if it don't have no noise going on, if you don't need headphones because your mac and cheese is too loud, that's not it. That's you did something. You missed a step.
Yeah,
You missed a step.
I, I have to agree. And then we decided that when the mac and cheese comes out of the oven, I personally need some little crispy brown edges. I like a little. I love me a corner piece, and we need to not see a noodle like
Yeah,
that. It has to be like a top sheet of just
right.
cheese
I
melted.
don't want I don't want transparent macaroni. Like I don't want to be able to see it. Like when it first come out, I don't want to be able to see the mac. I got to be able to dip in. Yeah, no. And if your
And,
mac
and and when you pull it up, it's just like when you bite into pizza, you need to see the.
got some cheese in there, like, or not clumps. Like if I pull it, it's just like clumps of cheese in there. You didn't do something right. You didn't make a rouge first. Yeah, something didn't happen.
Yeah.
Last and final mac and cheese rule: if your mac and cheese has less than three different cheeses, three, and one of them better not be Kraft American singles. I'm just saying.
That's not the top layer of cheese we
That's
talking
not it.
about.
No, listen, no Kraft. Okay, I've seen a lot of no Kraft American singles, no Cheese Whiz, no liquid. No, no. I need
You're about to
three.
make me spit water all over my computer.
Listen, I saw some videos and I was very disturbed by the disgrace and disrespect of the mac and cheese. So I'm here to help you all out here. Okay,
All
three
right.
different cheeses, at least three, three, and they can't all be the same color. You should have some real dark yellow cheese, like some sharp cheddar. Then you might want some Kobe Jack, it's a little lighter yellow. You want some mozzarella, some provolone. I need some
Variety.
ombre of cheese when you mixing this together. So this is just if your mac and cheese is quiet, if I could see through the top layer of your mac and cheese, and if you got less than three cheeses, don't even offer me none. I don't want it. And if you put anything close to a cheese whiz or a cheese slice in your mac and cheese, oh, and powdered cheese, do not. Okay, just because you take Kraft mac and cheese and put it in a pan and put it in the oven does not make it baked mac and cheese. It's not it.
The
I appreciate
blasphemy.
it, but that is not your task. Let somebody else make that mac and cheese.
Well, I just want to say that we said some things all in love, but we are so serious. There are rules to this thing called cooking and hosting and attending events. And so if you do any of those things that we said not to do, stop it. Stop it.
Pass the
Because
test.
that's why you're not getting invited to places no more. You bring too much Tupperware, you didn't contribute anything, but you want to take home a week's worth of groceries, and then you're sitting here. If you did contribute something, it's not made with love and care and TLC. And that's all we have to say on that.
That's why you got so many leftovers.
See, and now you want somebody to come with some type of weird. Now, can we get into this
I'm
show?
done. I'm done. This is what happened when Team and I here. We don't have no self control. All right.
Okay.
So today, dope show, dope topic. We were just talking about scrolling and being all on social media. So today we are talking about scroll responsibly.
Mm-hmm.
Drive with caution. You gotta scroll with caution. You gotta be careful when you scrolling.
You
Scrolling is
can't
not
be all willy.
you can't. You
You
gotta be
can't be
careful.
willy nilly on the internet. Mm-mm.
Scroll responsibly. Sometimes you just gotta hit the caution sign, get to the stop, make a U-turn, and go back. You've gone too far. Okay. So first topic we're going to talk about is mean what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Meme. And we know what it says. We didn't mean mean. We said meme what you say.
It's a play on words. People, come on, follow us. You got this. All right.
Meme what you say. So Tiff,
All right.
I'm gonna let you start this off.
All right. So I got so much to say on this. So the first thing I'm going to start off with saying is that Beyonce recently shared in an interview, I believe it was with Vanity Fair magazine. Don't quote me that that's who it was, but she was saying that Blue Ivy's appearance on the Renaissance tour was just supposed to be a one appearance, like that first show, and that was it. However, people got on her internet and then proceeded to criticize the little girl about her dance skills. So what did Blue Ivy do? Blue Ivy saw this and then decided to take that as fuel. And then she was in the dance studio with her mama. She was practicing. And by the end of the tour, everybody was skin loose. Oh, they was doing the dance.
Mm-hmm.
So protecting children on the internet. People have been criticizing Blue Ivy since she was a toddler in pull-ups, running around with her hair just in its natural state. People sit here behind their computer screens and on their devices, and they are straight like internet thugs. They're saying whatever comes into their mind. They have no filter. But then, can they stand 10 toes down in front of the people or in front of whoever it was that they were talking about and really hold what they were saying and really continue to defend themselves? So, me and what you say, y'all out here talking about a child. Why?
Why? Like, and then don't be flip flopping. Like, if you said it, stand on it. Stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
You,
I want to come out your mouth.
you just following stuff because it's trendy. You just on it because it's what the next person said. Not even understanding the relevance behind it, the weight behind it, nothing. Like, mean what you say, not what somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion? What is your thoughts on something? Don't just be a follow. Like, everybody can be reposting memes, and it's like, is that really your sentiment? Do you really feel that way? Is that
Mm-hmm.
how you feel, or you just posting it because it's trending and you want to get your algorithm numbers up?
Right.
You got to be careful because you post something, and then when you get feedback based on what you post, then you get offended or you get mad behind it, but you posted it.
Exactly.
You said it.
There was a little bit of a conversation. Tima's not in the space right now, but I'm going to talk about a post that Tima put up. She put up a post this morning in which it was a share of a black woman who was celebrating or getting celebrated for having two husbands and all this other stuff. And the conversation and the dialogue around it essentially was, people, there's some people who are out here championing what it is that she's doing and this, that, next, and another. And I believe that when there are particularly women who are like, yeah, if he could do it, then she could do it too, and go sis, go queen, all this, that, next, that's coming from a wounded space.
Mm-hmm.
What I brought up was that culturally, there are places of indigenous communities where it is acceptable to have multiple spouses, both men and women having multiple spouses. And if that's what's being practiced, it's a cultural thing, like this is what you were taught, this is what you were raised, this is what you believe in, then, so be it. But if this is your response to being hurt, like I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna get me two men and I'm gonna. So, what is the message? I want to know what was the message or the
Oh,
intention behind sharing the two men.
oh, Tiff froze for a second. Should be there. You go. You back?
I'm
You
back. Okay. Did you hear my question? I said I wanted to know what was the message or the intention behind posting those family pictures of the lady and her two husbands and her sons and all that other stuff. Like, where's that going? Again, mean what you say. Like, and then there are people who are sharing this. What are
right?
your sentiments behind it besides just putting out, you
Yeah.
know,
And
this
then it's
content?
you posting it and championing it, but then is that really something that you could do? Like, would you be able to handle two? Forget wanting it. Would you be able to handle two husbands? And then vice versa. Would you be okay if your husband or your boyfriend wanted two wives?
See, look, again, there we go. So you're out here champion. Yeah, go sis, go queen, get your two men, this, that, next to another. And all you want is like the one husband or whatever it is. And then you want to know why nobody's sitting there taking you serious because he don't want to become part of your harem. Because you out here posting and putting out into the universe that you support whatever's happening here,
In,
Gotta.
in what you say, it's listen. You out here posting. I mean, you out here posting. Clips from the WAP video, and then
Mhm.
you don't understand why you're not getting approached for a certain way. Mean what you say. Like, if that's really what you want, make sure that's what you projecting and putting out there. Because if not,
I can also tell you and speak on the fact from a professional perspective, as somebody who works in HR and then as somebody who has recently been job hunting, a lot of employers ask you specifically on your applications or in the interview process about your social media handles. Particularly, you want to use like your LinkedIn or whatever it is because it's professional, whatever it is, but it I would say there's only one Tiffany Matthias, but I do have a cousin-in-law who is also named Tiffany Matthias. But at the end of the day, it's nothing but a quick Google search and AI and everybody gonna be like, oh, these are their and and then if your stuff is public for a potential employer to just click on and see what the type of content it is that you put out. They don't want to have to backpedal after you've been posting on your social media your private thoughts, but you work in a public field and now they have to cover their behinds because you're out here portraying one image on social media, but then you're supposed to be something else in the public forum and at your job. So again, mean what you say and understand how what you put on your social media can come and bite you in your butt in your professional life.
all right, let's hop over these comments real quick. Let's see who's over
Yes.
here. We got Tanea Chambers. She said, "Oh no, I don't know what that was involved about, but I feel like
Maybe she forgot. I think that oh no might have to do with the mac and cheese or the Tupperware.
the 16 Tupperware." We got Joyce in the building. What up, Diamond? My favorite show on YouTube. We appreciate you, Diamond sis.
Hey, don't forget to share it.
Like, share. We got Tiara. Nah, no doggy bag technique. I mean,
Mm,
listen. Gotta help people out. We here to help you be better. All right.
exactly.
So our next topic is if the post fits.
Go ahead, Mel. You start off with this one because I saw the eyebrow. It was bombastic.
First of all, I need you to understand that there are hundreds of millions of people on Instagram. Everything that people post on Instagram is not about you. These people don't even know you. They're not talking to you. Stop taking everything personal. Stop getting your feelings about something you read from a random post. We're not even gonna talk about the stuff that's personal with somebody posted, and now you in your feelings because you feel like they throw a sub at you. Well, guess what? Here's the thing. If you got in your feelings and it hit you some kind of way, that probably means that there's some truth in that about yourself that you don't need or want to accept. And maybe you need to take an internal look at yourself as to why you were so offended by what this person posts.
Mm-hmm.
Being mad at the person that posted it, that either A, one, doesn't even know you exist, or B, wasn't even thinking about you when they posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen, and if it was posted and it is relative to something that's happening in your life or that you did, whether it was good, bad, or shady, then guess what? That is your mirror facing moment and time for you to check yourself and get yourself together. But stop being offended. Like, people, and then, oh, sorry. Not even just the offended stuff. Now onto the other stuff. Please stop using Instagram posts as confirmation from the Lord.
The Church of IG.
Please, please stop using the. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking about that today, and look, it popped up on my timeline. It's confirmation. It's not. It's Siri and Google listening to you, and paying attention to your Google searches and showing you the things that they know you want to see. This was not a message from the Lord. Okay, He did not send the saints of IG at tellherwhatshewannahear.com to give you your proclamation and revelations of the, no. When the Instagram post up and said, "Girl, if he want to talk, if he talking to you, so what if he got a girl? He like you better." That was not your confirmation to go get with this man, this woman's husband. That was it. Was not it. It was not. Please, please stop reading from first. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thessalonians 2 verse 16 of ratchetness and calling it your biblical. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my goodness. I got so many little quips to go on here. The first one is gonna be stop thinking that everybody's post is about you. You know, my sister, she says a hit dog hollers. All right. So dog is sitting in the room minding his business. I could take my shoe and throw it in the room. And there was a chance that that shoe was going to hit the dog, and there's a chance that it's not. You know, when the shoe don't hit the dog don't respond.
Mm.
So if somebody puts something up and you take offense to it, it's because there's something about that post that resonated with inside you that you thought it was about them. I put up a post some time ago, about 3-4 years ago, about something that was going on that was personal related. And someone in the family thought it was about them. And instead of coming and be like, "Hey, Tiff, I saw that you put this thing up where you referring to me and discussing it, like, let's talk this out," it blew up into this whole thing, like, that was just not something that it needed to be. And so, what I realized is that my words have power. Like, I've always known that my words have power, but my words are powerful enough to get you discombobulated. Like, you gave me that power. You gave the power to of what you think of yourself or what other people may think of you to someone on the internet. That, but I thought we were all adults, and we don't do the subs. Like, if I have a problem with you, I want to speak to you directly. So stop giving your power to someone on the internet thinking that everything that they post is about you. And guess what? If it is, then you gave them power. You now gave them power to constantly think about you, that the only way that they could process it is through social media. All of this is just shiftings of energies and powers back and forth. Cut it out. Let it go. It ain't about you. And if it is, stop wasting your time talking about somebody on the internet. Talk to them face to face, man to man, woman to woman, whatever it is, and get it off your chest for real. Because in the meanwhile, I'm just sitting like Michael Jackson in the video popping popcorn. I'm just here for the comments.
Oh, that's great. Listen, and understand, just like you have the right to post whatever you want on your page, so does everybody else. So this book, people can post. Listen, I will never forget. I had someone get in their feelings. I posted. I had a friend come into town, and we were out having a good time, and we was posting pictures. And because this other person had an issue with the friend that I was with, they felt like I was posting the pictures with my friend to get under their skin. I was like, and here's the crazy part. I was like, I wasn't even thinking about you. Like, I posted pictures with my homegirl because she was visiting and we was out. Like, I didn't post them and tag you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't at you. So it was like, so you felt like me posting pictures of me with my friend was to get mad at you. I post pictures with my friends all the time. It just
Yeah.
happened that this particular friend doesn't live here. They were here from out of town, so we were posting pictures. How was that me to get? I couldn't understand it. I was like, help me make sense of how me posting pictures on my page with my friend
Mm-hmm.
was done to get at you. No, you were in your feelings because I was
Mm-hmm.
out with this friend. And so you just overanalyzed it and thought that somehow you held that much weight in my brain space that I was posting pictures because I was thinking about you. No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Man,
My page,
you
I can
know,
do what I want.
mm-hmm. We stay transparent and keep it a buck here with Diamond Riders and on the Hustle and Shine podcast. And I'm gonna tell you God's honest truth. Let's scroll on social media. It, I was gonna say earlier this week, but it's Wednesday, so maybe it was late last week. Something had happened, um, and then to me it wasn't anything major, but it was like, oh, it is what it is, right? People get over it, right? And so I'm scrolling, and then I saw a post from the person who I had this interaction, and immediately I was like, oh, this about me. And then I was like, girl, this ain't about you. If you don't keep going to the nail salon and go and get your nails done and mind your business, because even if that was about me, the correct way to handle the situation would have been to have a dialogue with me and not take it to social media. Stop taking all of your business and all your problems to social media, because all you're doing is giving us something to talk about, and not necessarily in a good thing. Because
Listen, as it says, if the post fits, wear it. If you offend,
mhm,
if you are offended by what I said or what I post or what somebody else said or what they posted, well, then that means that something in what I said triggered something in you that you probably need to fix, heal, grow, let go, deal with. I don't know,
mhm,
but I, I'm
yeah.
I,
If you
I
spot it, you got it.
I ain't got time to throw stuff at people on social media. I got too many events, business things to be posting to be trying to waste my time to create a post to tell you something that I can either a text you and tell you, or when I see you, I ain't got time to be. Who got time to sit here and create a whole post for you? I ain't got time. That's too much
Do
effort.
you know? Do you know? I realized that's when I was healed from certain things, because I am not sitting on a soapbox talking about something that I have not been through. So if I speak on something, it's because I've been there and I understand it. The first time I saw something and knew it was about me and went to either go and put my own post or go and put a response, and I just deleted it and put the phone down and went and did something else with myself, I was like, growth, because I didn't need to respond. And then when I took it a step even further and was like, hey, I saw this thing that you put up, and I just want to know what this was about me. And the person was like, yeah. And we spoke on it. It was like even more growth. There's so much more power in being able to speak and address on something in person, like face to face,
Mm,
instead of over keyboards.
listen,
Because first of all, tones and like, yeah, the tone can get misread And sometimes when people type in a comma go in the wrong place or a semicolon don't go where it's supposed to go, and it changes the whole structure of what the
Mhm.
message is.
Yeah.
Can't misunderstand it when you have in the verbal dialogue.
Listen, first of all, if you ever call my phone or text my phone and ask me if something that I posted was about you, you're gonna get silence. I'm not even answering you. You're gonna get crickets. Cause like, do you?
But what if it was, Mel? What if you really did post about that person?
Oh, trust me. If I really posted about you, you was gonna know about it before I posted it. You were gonna know that that's how I felt about whatever it was before I posted it. I'm not one to be like, oh, let's pretend like no, you'll know. So the fact that you were calling me to ask me was it about you means you already knew it was about you. What are you calling me for? That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I'm not calling you to ask you if what you posted was about me for two reasons. One, if it wasn't about me, now I look stupid. And
Mm-hmm.
two, if it was about me, that means you didn't care enough to resolve the situation with me directly. So I don't care if you posted it about me or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like, what? I
There
wish
you go.
you call my phone and be like, hey, I saw this post. Was that about me? Did I text you? Did I at you? Did I tag you? Oh, okay. Have a nice day.
Click.
That's exactly how that conversation with me will go. Did I text you? Did we have a conversation about this? Did I at you? Did I tag you? Did I post it and then DM it to you? No? Okay. Have a great day. Be blessed. That's the end of that conversation.
What the people saying in the comments?
Let's go over here. Let's see. Tiara says, I have gotten into it with people on social media who respond to my post as if it was directed towards them. First off, I'm not a SM thug. I will confront you. Two, don't come at me on my own page. That's disrespectful. Let's stay with you. Listen, facts.
Argue with your mama.
Listen, it's my page.
Listen,
It's my page. I could post just like you could post whatever you want. But I see people and it baffles me sometimes when you see like sub wars. Like you post, you post, you post, you like y'all just gonna answer each other in post and memes and gifts and like what? Cause y'all don't put
instead of
and have a
instead of really having a conversation, instead of really having a conversation about what the issue is and what the problem is, you would rather sit there and feel like the number of people who are siding with you. And I think that's what it is. It's the validity that people receive when they either get, the hearts and the likes and all that other stuff, or people coming in and be like, oh, girl, that's right, because they wouldn't do it's the validity. Like, instead of standing on your own to fight your battle, you need the peanut gallery behind you to keep that battery in your back in order for you to stand up for yourself. Because truth be told, I'm gonna say that I think if those types of posts didn't get any traction at all,
mm-hmm.
people would stop doing it. Because the only reason you're posting on social media is because you want people to know what you're thinking and feeling. So if
Exactly.
nobody gives two flying figs that you got some internet beef with somebody, you gonna stop putting it up there because nobody cares.
And here's the crazy part. You posted something about people for the people that seen it, then the people that seen it don't even know who you talking about.
You ever seen somebody post something as a sub and the person that they sub it not even on their friends list or can see it? Who is why don't you for all that effort you could have went into your kitchen and yelled it into your refrigerator and got the same response?
Because you put it on your page because they friends, cousins, babysitters, nephews, uncle is on your page and you hoping that they gonna see it and it's gonna make it make them. People got too much time. Like you got too much time. Like y'all not even. And here's the funnier part is when you post something about somebody that's already blocked you.
I don't understand it. I don't understand
They
it.
blocked you. So guess what? Not only are they not going to see it, the fact that they blocked you means they don't care. They
Not one iota.
don't
Not
care.
one. Mm-mm.
You over here posting and you mad. You hot. And then you get more hot because you subbed them and then they didn't say nothing.
Yo, the worst feeling in the world is to throw shade, throw a sub, and ain't nobody there to catch it.
Nobody. You airball. Like, like you wasn't even like. Please help. People listen. These people not posting about you. And if somebody is posting about you, then you need to go have a conversation with this person if you care that much, or keep it pushing if you don't. Everything that's on social media is not about you. It's not for you. It's not related to you. It's not meant for you. Please stop making every post. Don't remember like in Cinderella when he was running around with the glass slipper and everybody was trying to stick their foot in this glass slipper, but it don't fit and they ain't care. They was trying to listen. Stop trying to stuff your foot in the glass slipper. It's not for you. It's not.
And then on that note,
And on that note, we're gonna roll into our next topic because it ain't even real. REEL.
again,
It
we've
ain't.
been playing with the words. It's on purpose.
Yes.
It's on purpose.
It ain't.
So,
Tiff, go ahead.
so the diamond writers, all of us are consider ourselves public figures. You know, we put our stories into books. We speak on different platforms and different forums. We're here every Wednesday with you. And then you have people who they present you a persona. We give you the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, whatever. They present these personas of perfection, these perfect lives and situations, and everything is still filtered, edited, and altered in order to get that 3 minute reel, that 30-second story, whatever it is that you saw and that you've now become infatuated with. It took so much time in order to present that to you, that fallacy, that it ain't real. It's fake. Wait, what did you call it? You just coined a term when we were in pre-session.
Uh-oh. Formality.
Formality.
Formality. Listen, let me tell you how real it is. Let me tell you how real it is with the reel. When reels first came out, remember they could only be 60 seconds. Even Instagram and Facebook recognize the fact that 60 seconds is not enough time for you to get an accurate depiction of what somebody is trying to tell you. Now you can do longer reels. Stop trying to think that what you see in 60 seconds or 2 minutes now, 3 minutes, whatever they let you go to now, is a complete picture of someone's actual life. You're getting 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes of what they're choosing to show you.
Mm-hmm.
And even from the good and the bad, because let me tell there are social media sympathy seekers. Okay, and so they will show you they will get on there and cry and oh my god, this is what happened to me and this is, but they didn't tell you what happened 5 minutes before that happened.
I always want to know that when a video or something goes live and it goes viral, I want to know what the 5 minutes were before the cameras came on, because that's part of the reality and everything like that. It takes longer for someone as a content creator. We know this. It takes longer for us to record whatever it is that we're recording, then chop and screw it and edit it in order to get the message that we want sent to you to be delivered, in the hopes that it shows up in your algorithm and you engage with it.
Listen, first of all, 99% of these reels and stuff right now got filters on them. So the people that you're looking at don't even look like the people that you're looking at.
The little eyelashes be bobbing up and down on the cheeks because
There be a lot happening. They got bunny ear. It's just so much. So even just right there is enough to tell you it ain't real.
Mhm.
It ain't even real. Please understand, social media is easy access, non-reality reality TV. That's all it is. It is scripted, rehearsed, and again, not everything. There are people that get on here and do stuff and give you their natural raw emotions. But as a whole, they are picking and choosing what they want to share with you, what they want to show you. You are not witnessing every aspect of these people's lives. You are not witnessing every moment of their lives to know everything that happens. So stop trying to fashion your lives and your decisions and your choices off of these snippets.
Mhm.
Y'all taking little snippets. Y'all taking the trailer. You ever watched a trailer for a movie
Mhm.
and then went and saw the movie, and the best
And was
part of the
disappointed.
movie was what they showed
Was
you
this?
in the trailer? Like
Yep.
the trailer was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing," and then you went and saw the movie and you was like, "What happened?"
Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
5 minutes of the trailer was the best part of the movie. The rest of the movie was trash. That's what reels and stuff are. People give you the five most exciting, dramatic, drama filled, intense parts of the day.
They also buy the algorithm and the likes, the shares. Like, you can buy this stuff now. You can boost your stuff. Just before we came on, I dropped something to Mel and Tima about new changes that are happening within Instagram and everything like that, and what these changes mean and why the changes are happening. Social media is a double-edged sword. I reconnected with my biological father's side of the family through MySpace. So I've always been a proponent for responsible use of social media because it keeps people connected. You have your family and your friends on different continents and different parts of the world, like all these different things here, and it is a great way to stay connected. But getting lost in the pretty of it
Mm-hmm.
is very dangerous because it will have you messed up in your head if you think like, oh, this couple that I follow on social media, whether it's a celebrity couple or just like a regular couple who, all these different couples have their their podcasts and their shows and their pages and all this other stuff. And you will be messed up in your head thinking your relationship isn't a good relationship because you guys don't dress alike and you're not always catching trips and y'all aren't always flossed out somewhere and you're not always taking pictures of your food together, like all these different things that have, and you'll be so lost in checking off or not checking off these things that this couple does that you will neglect your own relationship, and it will fall apart because it doesn't mirror or reflect what somebody else's is. So that same energy that you're sitting there putting into liking this one's page and this one's pictures and sending, the different things to your partner, like, oh, this could be us, but just go and do it and make it y'all. Make your relationship your own goals, not somebody else's. And I think that's something that has to be addressed.
Absolutely. Listen, we're not saying that you can't, find useful information and tips and hints and things like that. But understand that it ain't even real. Like what people are showing you, they're creating this. It's being created. You have to create a reel. You have to create a post. You have to create a story. Keyword in all this is create. It has to be made.
Mm-hmm.
So, in any essence, there's a part of it that you're not going to get. There's always going to be a piece of it
Yes.
that you're not going to see. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it with an ounce of maturity and understanding and filtration in what you're absorbing from all of this. You want to use it for entertainment purposes and kicks and giggles, by all means go ahead. But when you're starting to make life decisions and career moves and relationship things from what you see, make sure you're really looking at the whole picture, because as we've seen, there's a lot of things that on social media look like sugar but taste like salt.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot.
The other thing is, I'm sorry, Mel. When we're sitting here and we're comparing ourselves to the next person or the next group based off of what they're portraying, we also forget that once the cameras go cut and the ring lights are off and the filters come off, sometimes demons and dark things come out.
Mm.
Sometimes people are putting up these false images of themselves because behind the scenes things are very dark and dismal for them, and so they need to live in their own fallacy. They
Absolutely.
could trying to convince you that their life is good is not what their thing is. They're trying to convince themselves.
Mm. That's good. No, yeah.
I think I might have dropped my gem too early.
That's good. Well, since we're there,
Now
no,
let's see anything else happening in the
let's see what's in
comments.
the comments first. Let's see what's happening over here. I'm so done. Tiara said, not yell it into the refrigerator.
Yes, it gets the same result.
The refrigerator, the microwave, wherever. Just drop it there.
Yeah, it's
Listen, at the end of our show, we like to leave you with some commentary, some good advice. So it's time for Here's a Gem.
I'm
It's time to drop to a gem, but you're gonna have to come back, Tiff, and
gonna have to come back around. Dang,
you gotta come back. You gotta come
I
back.
gotta bring it back. All right.
Back.
Dang, I dropped it too soon.
You drop another one now. You gotta drop another gem.
I gotta come back again. All right, can you do one and then let me think about it? All right.
Sure. So my gem for everyone today is understand that social media is a platform. It is an opportunity. It is a freelance space to express and be vocal about whatever it is, whether it's how you feel or not. So when you are on here and you're scrolling, take into account that everything that somebody posts is not about their life. Everything that somebody says is not about you. And everything that somebody shows you is not 100% authentic. Okay? That's why we have delete, edit, crop, enhance, all of this. So take that all into consideration when you're scrolling. Be mindful of the fact that just like you want people to respect you in your space, respect other people's space and opinions just as much as you want them to respect yours. And at the end of the day, just scroll responsibly and have
Yeah.
fun. It's that's what it's here for. That's my
All right. I agree. I'm gonna take this from the parent perspective. This gem is for the parents, the people who have young ones coming up behind them. You are unintentionally sometimes setting an example of what it looks like to be social and engage.
Hmm.
I remember growing up and going to birthday parties and events, and they were full of kids running around, playing, screaming, double dutch, hopscotch, cheers, football, basketball, whatever it is. And now you go to these same functions, and it's just kids sitting there scrolling. I never understood the whole thing behind children watching other children play with toys on YouTube, but that's another show, I guess. But it's it's an example because if you turn around, the adults aren't playing dominoes and spades anymore. They're sitting on social media scrolling too. They're posting for the gram, they're posting for the likes, they're posting for the share. Come, my gem for today is put the phone down and go be social and stop worrying about what's on social media.
Wish I
If
had
you really
mom.
having fun, if you really having fun, then you didn't post about it because you didn't have time to. You were too busy having fun.
All right, there you have it. Well, listen, it has been another episode of the Hustle and Shine podcast. We thank y'all for tuning in. Please, please, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode with us. Queen Pen should be back next week. I unfortunately will not be here next week, so we're gonna switch spots next week. But you guys have a safe week and be safe during this holiday season. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Scroll responsibly. Yes, we told you to put the phones down and then told you to go like, share, subscribe, and follow. But do it responsibly and in moderation.
That too. Well, we appreciate you, and like we always say, until next time, continue to
Gotta
hustle and
hustle and shine.
good night, y'all.